Hey guys, it's Trent here, how you going? I want to take you through a basic exercise first. This is going to be one of the foundation, most fundamental exercises that I think everybody should know. Right? It's a core activation. So the point of this exercise is to get your base strength, those deep core muscles to fire. They're what protects your back from injury when you're lifting, when you're bending, when you're twisting. Right? If you're doing any lower body activities at all, you need to have your core muscles switched on, or they need to be able to fire themselves to keep you balanced, to protect your body and keep you moving better. When you're doing any upper body activities, they become even more important because they're going to stabilize your pelvis. Okay, if you think about it, your pelvis is the pillar of the body. Thanks Joe Muscolino for this idea. I thought it was excellent, so I'm going to rip you off a little bit here. The pelvis is the pillar of the body. All right, if the pelvis isn't level and isn't stable, it doesn't matter what happens up here. If that pelvis is tilted forward or sideways or is unstable, what's going to happen to everything above it? Okay, it's like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. All right, we all know it's on a big angle, but we know level 23 is on a big angle, don't we? So should we chalk up level 23 and fix it up from there? We'd be better off working from the base, yeah? Okay, the Leaning Tower of Pisa is a pretty big problem, and obviously that's why it's still leaning. It's never been straightened up. It's a foundation problem, all right? For us, we want to go back to our foundation, and a lot of our foundation work comes around the pelvis, and the best way to start working around the pelvis, around the hips and the lower back, is to get your core strength up. All right, so get yourself set up so that you are comfortable, laying on your back. You have your knees bent to start off with. What that's going to do is shorten up over the front of your hips, over your hip flexors, and just stop your back arching too much. If you're quite tight in your lower back, you'll probably find you've already got an arch here. If you drop those legs, I'm just going to exaggerate here, but you get a nice big arch. So what we want you to do is bring those knees up to decrease that arch. If you can still get underneath, your hands underneath your back there, what you're going to do is try and flatten that back. So part one to this exercise is suck the belly button in and flatten that back out so we can't get those hands under the lower back. All right, that's part one. Sucking the belly button in. All right, we're not trying to go really rigid with the abdomen. We're not holding on that hard that we can't breathe. We're just doing a nice little contraction, pull the belly button in. Just think of someone like poking you in the lower abdomen when you need to go to the toilet, and you just kind of pull in and hold, okay? So sucking that belly button in, and then we're going to suck up with the pelvic floor muscles. Sucking up with the pelvic floor muscles is, for boys, drag those testicles up into the abdomen. For the ladies, more like dragging a tampon up inside yourself. All right, that's going to be how we get that suck up feel. All right, so we suck in with the belly button, we suck up with the pelvic floor muscles. What that's going to do is switch on your pelvic floor and your deep core muscles. All right, so your pelvic floor muscles, pubococcygeus, if you're interested, and your deep core muscles, which is pelvic floor, plus the transverse abdominals and multifidus. This exercise doesn't hit the diaphragm, which is one of your deep core muscles. We will do another exercise for that very shortly. So all you need to do here, suck in with the belly button, suck up with the pelvic floor. And if you feel there's a little bony ridge on the front of your hip here, right, if you drop just inside that into your abdomen, when you do that suck in and suck up, you should feel that go nice and firm. The rest of your abs should be slightly taut but not really rigid. Okay, again, we're not going too hard there. So suck up and suck in, feel for that firmness. All right, a few things to watch out for is that, yes, we're not turning on it, going really hard in the abdomen, and then we're not going, I'm going to suck in. That's not working your core. All right, you need to suck in with the belly button, flatten the back out, draw up with the pelvic floor. I know I'm repeating myself, but hopefully it'll get it stuck in here. We also don't, you'll notice that I just get a little bit of flattening happening here. You'll pick that up on the video, I hope. All right, we're not trying to tilt up here. Okay, so if you're trying to do your core activation and you're tilting backwards and your tailbone is coming off the floor, then you're doing this wrong. Okay, So it's just a nice little flatten. The tailbone stays, the sacrum tailbone stays on the mat or the bed, whatever you're doing it on. Okay, preferably a hard surface, guys. Don't do it on your bed at home. So sucking in, sucking up, tailbone flat, lower back nice and flat. Okay, and then nice and relaxed through everything else, not sucking on with that diaphragm. All right. Now to do this exercise effectively, what you need to do is do a number of repetitions of it. All right. So the easiest way to do it is aim for 10-second holds. If you can't hold that contraction for 10 seconds, build it up till you can. All right, do 5 seconds, do 3 seconds, build it up, and each time you do it, you hold it for a little bit longer. Get up to 10 seconds, and you're going to aim for 10 10-second holds. All right, this is the core activation 10 by 10. It's a pretty simple name, pretty simple exercise. The reason for it is to build the deep core strength in your back, so you can protect your back when you're doing all the other exercises that you do in life, all the other activities. All right, there's very few things that this isn't beneficial for. Okay, so no matter who you are, no matter what you do for your job, this is one of the foundation exercises for your body. You should be able to do a core activation. If you haven't been able to do it in the past, now you've got a nice instructional video here for you. As always, drop me a line in feedback if there's anything you think I can work on here. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Work on that core. Catch you later.